99-cent rental.
This is 99 Cent Rental. I'm your host, Brian White. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Dave. Hey, Dave, how you doing over there?
Hi. I'm all right. Just put on Marshmallow.
Oh, why?
Watched about 15 minutes of it and thought, well, this movie seems really stupid.
I thought I was pretty clear on that point.
Well, you were. I thought I'd put it to the test, and then I had to turn it off so we could do this. And I read the Wikipedia summary, and I thought, wow, this plot's really fucking stupid.
It takes about 15 turns to the end, and then when they finally do the big grand reveal at the end, I was like, you expected me to accept this as your big resolution? The hell's wrong with y'all?
I wouldn't even make it that far. I would have gotten like probably 3 big twists and be like, nope, I'm out.
I think the trick for me that kept me hanging on was I was playing Minecraft at the time, I was mostly focused on building out my sweet base. I
get it.
You know, I had a big farm for my kelp, so I could fuel all my furnaces, and that was kelp.
It's very Scottish, very Victorian era Scotland.
Well, you know, there's no steam in Minecraft, so otherwise I would have kicked it up to the age of steam. I'm sure that there's a mod for steam powered items and
what do they call it? They call it sea catch. Is that what they used to call it?
I think so.
Sea catch.
Sea catch. Yeah.
Yep. Huh?
Fuck that movie, man.
Yeah, I know.
I told you. I warned you.
I wasn't. I was just trying to entertain myself. You know, I watched the Twin Peaks, gay Twin Peaks, Twin Cheeks. Watch that one.
Is it a porn parody?
It's not a porn parody. It's like a bunch of really kind of sassy art students in the 90s wanted to make like their own John Waters-ish. And I'll give them credit. The name is outstanding.
Twin Cheeks, eh?
But
I fucking love that.
The movie itself is a bit of a tough watch. Yeah. It's real lo-fi stuff.
Well, yeah, you know, it's tough because sometimes the joke just doesn't go beyond the name, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, needless to say, I haven't been having a lot of success with entertainment this evening.
It's a tough start to 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of 2026, here we are. This is us. 2 years.
2 fucking years.
2 fucking years at 99 Cent Rental. And we are just getting to break into Electric Boogaloo.
You know, but you know, in a way, we've come full circle. How did we start it out? We started it out with Delivery Boys.
We started out with Bronx Warriors, but Delivery Boys was the 2 in the 1-2 punch. This is... I liked this way more than I liked.
Yeah, this is like Delivery Boys without the sexual exploitation.
Delivery Boys was supposed to be like this. We were supposed to react to it like that, and we both watching it were like, this movie is fucking nuts. The dialogue is crazy. This was made by people on cocaine.
It was.
And then we did the research, and we were like, oh.
So it's so much worse than you thought.
Oh no! And the more you look, the worse it gets. And then the more you learn about Ken Handler, and you realize that like. A whole bunch of boys in that movie thought that like they were going to be big stars because he told them so, but no.
And then he took their pictures, captured their souls. But I mean, we also did Rad, and you know, Rad is like that's sort of like this.
I guess so. Rad is definitely in spirit, but this is the
real deal.
This is the real deal. This is it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's hard to explain to someone who never had the experience what a trip to the video store was like back in the day. The shelves were choked with absolutely bizarre crap made on tiny budgets, completely divorced from any recognizable reality, and it was the best. And we intend to talk about every one of them. Just before we get into it, there's a little housekeeping. If you want to keep up with us between episodes, you can also find us on Instagram at Bring Me the Axe Pod. Dave's over there at That Queer Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
I encourage you to check it out.
Yeah, I'm social media out, you know?
I am too. We got to do it.
I open it up and I'm like, you know, I just don't fucking care.
we got to do it.
For the children. So you got to do it for the children.
We got to do it for the kids. We got to save the community center. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also, hey, give us a follow at LITD Podcast. I think it's called Laughing in the Dark.
Yeah, I think so.
The new show drops tomorrow.
Yep.
Our first episode. For those of you...
Get in on the ground floor.
Yeah, those of you who didn't listen to it on the Bring Me the Axe Patreon. Yeah. Tomorrow Mark it on your calendar.
Laughing in the Dark.
Laughing in the Dark. Me, Dave, Eileen, our lovely friend Eileen.
Yes.
Mikey from Rewatcher. Y'all love Rewatcher. You love Mikey.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. I know you especially love Mikey.
I'm contractually bound to.
Yeah. And also, hey, if you don't know, which you probably do, we got another show called Bring Me the Axe. Our latest episode covering our 2025 horror movie roundup is out now.
It's exhausting.
It was, my God, how the fuck did we get 3 hours out of that?
Yeah, if you've ever listened to one of these episodes and thought, I wish I could just listen to them talk for 3 hours. Now's your opportunity.
Oh boy. I have heard, like, when we put out those nuclear war movies, as long as they were, I was apologizing to people. I was like, God, I'm so sorry we put out a 3-hour episode. And there were a bunch of people who were like, no. We like the long episodes. I was like, well, I'm glad you did, because I ended that shit with a sore throat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of longer episodes.
I do like a long episode. I like to listen to long podcasts. I like to record a long podcast, but we won't make a habit out of it. We'll be back next week with a look at the 80s schlock classic Chopping Mall.
Woohoo!
Which has lots of mall and very little, if any, chopping.
Yeah, it's just not even nary a chop to be had.
You can also contact us directly at 99centrentalpod@gmail.com with any questions, comments, or suggestions. Do let us know if there's a cheesy movie that you love, would like to hear us give it the business. I got an email today from a listener who wanted to put one in the pot. Okay, Saturday the 14th. I know. I've thought about that one before. And I don't know. I told him, I was like, it might be a tough sell on Dave, but I'll put it in the list.
You know, I don't like the goofy ones.
Yeah. Do let us know if there's a cheesy movie you love. Like to hear us give it the business, as I said. If you would like to support us on Patreon, you should.
Oh, yes.
You can. You can look us up over there at patreon.com/bringmetheaxpod. You get ad-free episodes over there. There's a couple of tiers you can join. Subscribers to the $5 a month tier can look forward to our bi-weekly X-Files rewatch pod. Do you think I'm spooky? Our latest episode is a look at One Breath, the concluding chapter of the Dwayne Barry saga.
Oh, yeah, it's like the unofficial third episode.
Yeah, it's the one where Agent Scully returns from the great beyond, wherever it was that she was. It's a hell of an episode.
Yeah.
Yep. There's also our Bring Me the Axe Millennium Edition, which is a bonus episode in which we explore a modern horror movie. The latest episode just dropped. We're shaking off the bad vibes of Paranormal Activity. We're looking at our favorite movie of 2025. Weapons.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So much better than Paranormal Activity. But you know what? Most things are.
It's a low bar to cross. Yeah. All Patreon subscribers, even the free tier, get access to our Discord server. Paying members get access to additional channels, voice and video chat, and the watch parties option. We watched this very movie the other night. Had a fucking blast. Laughing it up, remarking at what few troubles and problems in society dance cannot solve.
Well,
it turns out that dance can bring a dude back from the dead.
I haven't known about that.
Once again, that's patreon.com/bringmetheaxpod. And lastly, if you like what you hear, you can subscribe to us wherever you get your podcasts. We're also on YouTube. Search us by name and subscribe if you prefer to consume your podcast that way. And you'd be doing us a favor by leaving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So,
please
take a second. Take a moment. Check it out. If you've never done it before for a podcast, it's super, super easy. You don't have to leave. You don't got to write anything. You can just do 5 stars, and that's it. But, a written review is very helpful. It's very constructive.
And for those of you who already have, we love you very much.
You guys fucking rule. You took the time. That means a lot to us. Yep. And if you listen on YouTube, do us a favor. Give the episode a like and leave a comment. We love hearing from you guys.
Yeah.
Just want to get that all out of the way right at the top of the show because, oh, man, get ready. Let's get ready. This is a lot. This trailer is a lot.
Party people in the place to be. This is what you've all been waiting to see. Electric Boogaloo, the ultimate show with Kelly, Ozone, and Turbo. Electric Boogaloo is breakdance too. Yep, ooh. Electric Boogaloo's action dance, the best you'll get. If you like breakdance when you ain't seen nothing yet.
I'll finish you, your friends, and your whole damn neighborhood.
This time there is an enemy, so they must unite. Because to say what you believe in, sometimes you must fight.
You lost your edge.
Try me.
Electric Boogaloo's the greatest, nothing can compete. And once you've seen this movie, you'll believe in the beat. Elvis production. Another good one from Cannon.
I don't know about that, Ice. What are the odds that that was all extemporaneous?
We got Ice-T. Ice-T just fucking hyping Canon films for you. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I sometimes wonder, like, I mean, we've been doing the trailer thing since the very first episode, and there's got to be somebody who's listened to this who's just been like, why the fuck do they run the trailer audio? Because it's not like you can see what's happening. Well, that fucking trailer tells you exactly what this movie is about in rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, goddamn it, I guarantee we're going to get hit with a fucking copyright strike for that song.
Fucking dicks.
I know, they're the fucking worst. I challenge them, and then they expire anyways, but it takes a month.
This movie is like if Punky Brewster, there was like an episode about breakdancing.
This is like Kids Incorporated is what I kept thinking of.
Yep. What if you just got together all the whitest people you could find and made them dance?
Oh my God, it's so. I'm gonna tell you right off the top, I love this movie. Like it's unironically, I love this movie. It is unbelievably stupid, but it has this infectious energy about it that makes it really, really enjoyable. In spite of all of its glaring fucking flaws, it like most Canon movies. It is an approximation of a film in such that they've clearly seen movies, but the movies they make still come off feeling like they're made on another planet.
Yeah, they started making this movie before the script was even written.
Yeah.
That's how much confidence they had.
More dance. We got to have more dance scenes. We got to have bigger dance scenes.
Mm-hmm. You know what else they had to have? Foxy nurses.
Sexy nurses. Actually, I believe in the credits they are called the Foxy Nurses.
Nice. Foxy nurses.
Motherfucker. Breakin' 2. Good God. I'll think of it with my memory stretching back to 1984. You could not get away from breakdance.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
Even though according to people who were there, like Tony Basil is sort of like surprisingly nobody really expects this, but she was like a real early sort of performer in breakdance. Mm-hmm. She was like, that shit was over by 1982.
Pretty much. I mean, like by the time the mainstream kind of picked up on it is around when Flashdance comes out, and that's what 82, I think.
I believe that's 82, yeah.
And Breakin', the original Breakin', is a ripoff, not a ripoff, but it's like trying to capitalize on the success of the dancing in Flashdance. And this is trying to capitalize on the success of Breakin'. So this is like 3 steps removed exploitation of a thing that was kind of just done. It's sort of like when people think about disco and they're like, oh, disco, it was such a long period. It's like, not really. Disco really only lasted like 4 or 5 years at most.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're Italian, in which case it's still going.
There was so much disco music produced in that time. Oh yeah. And then like Italo disco in particular features like heavily in sort of the evolution of hip hop, particularly in the music that pops up in this movie. Mm-hmm. I fucking love it, man. I even love the soundtrack to this one. I think the first movie's soundtrack is way better, but this one's got some pretty good songs on it.
Yeah. I don't know. The score for this one, he's really kind of phoning it in.
Oh, I don't give a fuck about the score. I mean, like the licensed tracks, the stuff that they had commissioned by like, producers to make the movie. But let's not hesitate. Let's get in there. Let's talk Golan Globus, because my God, do I fucking love these guys. This movie makes me,
in theory,
this movie makes me appreciate them so much, because I get the feeling like when they got this one out, like this was vindication for the Apple. Like this was the big, like these were the big epic musicals that they intended to make with the Apple, and like nobody wanted to jump off their balcony from this.
You're gonna find yourself in some very strange company shortly.
So the year was 1984.
Yeah.
Year of our Lord. Hell of a year.
For film, yeah.
For Canon. Let's set that music shit aside, because my God, 84. A lot of good music came out that year. Now, Canon in 1984 released the following films. Bolero. Oof. I've never seen it. I don't think I ever will. I believe they had a distribution deal with Warner Brothers that went sour because the movie got an X rating.
Nice, very sexy.
Very sexy. It stars Bo Derek. It was directed and written by John Derek, whose last few movies were all vanity projects meant to give his wife, Bo Derek, something to do.
All right.
Yeah. Also in 1984, by Cannon, Sahara.
Ooh, jeez.
Brooke Shields, it was a mega bomb meant to be a film epic in the tradition of Lawrence of Arabia, but also cash in on the popularity of Indiana Jones. It had a $25 million budget, which for Cannon was unfucking heard of at the time. You know how much money? You know how much money it made in box office?
$5 million.
$1 million. And still, they ate that loss, and the two Breakin movies, box office total combines, still put them in a profitable spot.
Well, that's good because they didn't really pay anybody.
We also had Exterminator 2. Which
That's
is
some garbage movie making right there.
It's a really, really bad movie. I like the first one quite a bit because it is an outrageous action movie with some crazy fucking stunts in it. This one, not so much. This one is garbage. It's about a vigilante in an armored garbage truck.
Tale as old as time.
Mario Van Peebles plays the villain X, and it's another one of those, like, it's a cult of giggling psychopaths who are sort of like running the streets.
I don't know.
And the cops won't do anything about it, and the lawyers are all getting them out of jail the same. Like, it's all that Republican reactionary shit.
No, can't imagine what that's like. Next thing you know, you're invading a country to kidnap their president.
Oh boy. We also had Ninja 3, The Domination, which that one, I know, God, I wanted that one to be so awesome, and it's not. No, in theory, it's fucking fantastic. It is also stars Lucinda Dickey, and it is a mashup of canon ninja movies and The Exorcist. The Exorcist.
Great tastes that go great together.
And lastly, Missing in Action, the Chuck Norris Vietnam movie. What I found out about this one is that it was literally ripped off from James Cameron's treatment for Rambo, which was kicking around the various studios.
Wow.
Why make Cameron's script when you could just copy it?
I mean, you are not the first person to ask that question, I think.
No, because the genesis of these two movies also comes from a very similar thing. And let me tell you about it. I'll tell you about it after I talk about our casting crew. We had Sam Furstenberg as the director, who we last saw on this podcast directing American Ninja, just one of a shitload of projects he helmed for Canon in the 80s.
Terrible film.
Best known for his ninja movies. This Breakin' 2 right here, this is his favorite project.
I get it.
Yeah. Of this movie, he says, it has a special quality of innocent, true friendship, love, and youthful idealism. And it definitely shows. Because this was a rushed project.
Yeah, it was.
That still has a really good vibe about it. Like, everybody seems to be having a good time, a lot of fun. In spite of, like, years later, everybody who asks about it, like, they've interviewed like Ice-T and Shabba-Doo and Boogaloo Shrimp, and they all act real embarrassed about being in it.
Yeah, at the time, they did not have great things to say overall. Not about the experience so much, but about Lucinda Dickey, who plays Kelly.
More on her in a moment. Our cast involves Adolfo Shabba-Doo Quinones.
Shabba-Doo!
Yep. He has actual, like, a real name in this movie. Did you know that? You never hear it. His name is Orlando Barco. But you can call him Ozone.
And I will.
Yep. He was one of the original Lockers, which also, along with Fred Rerun Berry, the dance group started by Tony Basil and Don Campbell that popularized the distinct style of dance that he performs throughout the movie. You know, the kind of spinny arms thing and the hopping and shit. Unsurprisingly, Shabba-Doo didn't act much, though I do feel like he's a capable actor. Like, he's not bad.
So this movie is full of people who are not actors. And of all of them, I'm going to say he's probably the better of them.
I think he's got chops. He's the strong, maybe it's just because he has the strongest sort of personality and the most charisma of all of them.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He feels maybe the more natural of them as well.
Right. Yeah. Most of his life's work was in choreography, working with basically everybody in the 80s and 90s. He died in 2020 of heart disease. Bummer.
Hey, it's a leading killer of men.
It'll get you.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've also got Michael Boogaloo Shrimp Chambers.
Boogaloo Shrimp. What a name.
The Boogaloo Shrimp. One of the most prominent dancers at Radiotron. He was part of the crew, the Midnight Breakers, along with Poppin' Taco, who was also a very accomplished dancer of himself. He was one of the Poppin' Taco. He was one of the dudes who does the lean in the Smooth Criminal video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He also played the Urkelbot. Family Matters.
Well, not Poppin' Taco. Boogaloo Shrimp.
Yeah, no, Boogaloo Shrimp. Yeah.
Yeah. The Midnight Breakers and Radiotron were all central figures in the documentary Breakin and Entering, which served as the sort of cultural reference point for Breakin. And given his natural charisma, I think he's a pretty charming kid.
Yeah. He's a little, he feels less natural as an actor.
Sure. Yeah, it made a lot of sense that he starred in these movies. Like Shabadoo, most of his life's work is in dance and choreography. He was, like you said, the Urkelbot in Family Matters. He was also the reference actor for MC Scat Cat and the choreographer for the Paula Abdul video, Opposites Attract. Yeah. So, like, when they were, like, drawing him, he was the one doing all the dance moves and shit.
Okay.
Fucking A. Yep, just to name a few of his credits, like he's involved in like a lot of shit. He's been in a ton of music videos.
Get out there, Boogaloo Shrimp.
He also apparently tried to kickstart a third Breakin movie.
So there is technically
a third Breakin movie.
Rappin' is technically the third Breakin movie.
Yeah. And lastly, Lucinda, not very good at this, Dickie. Who is ostensibly the star of the movie and the weakest link in the group. She was one of those actors that Golan and Globus were certain was going to be the biggest thing in Hollywood. In 1984 alone, she starred in the 2 Breakin movies and Ninja 3 The Domination, which was also directed by Furstenberg. And before this, she was one of the solid gold dancers for a few episodes. And then following these movies, she didn't appear in much else.
It's amazing that she is a solid gold dancer. I was reading a bunch of interviews with Shabadoo and Boogaloo Shrimp, and in one of them, they were like, what did you think of Lucinda Dickey's dance moves? And Shabadoo says, I think he was like, sheesh was what he said. and then Boogaloo Shrimp said, no comment. So good. They thought she was good.
She was a talented dancer. I don't know.
It's weird because she's not very charismatic. She's not a very good actor.
Nope.
She's not a very good dancer. What the fuck is she doing in this movie?
I don't know. These guys had the weirdest instincts that because we saw it before. Because I think in the American Ninja episode, they were also certain that like Michael Dudikoff was going to be like as big as Schwarzenegger and Stallone. Like they were like, this is the next big guy, and they were eventually kind of right when they started putting JCVD in, more prominently in movies. But like by the time that he like kind of became a thing, the canon wasn't really a thing anymore.
Right. So it's not so much that they had good instincts, because I don't think they did.
No. I think what I'm saying is they had terrible instincts, but were absolutely convinced that like this person that we are putting all of our resources behind is going to be the biggest fucking thing. And they crammed her into like every movie that her schedule would allow, which in 1984 turned out to be like every fucking movie on their slate.
So they just got lucky a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah, like that was the thing is it when you're operating like as lean and hard as they were at this time, because this is before Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, like that shotgun approach to anything, you're gonna hit a couple times.
Yeah, and like all you got to do is like you just got to have 1 or 2 solid hits to like float the entire organization.
It's the fucking Blumhouse model, except they actually promote their movies, or they did anyway. Kind of.
Yeah. So the genesis of these movies is said to have come from Golan's daughter seeing some breakdancers on Venice Beach, which it could be true.
It's not true. The genesis of these movies is Flashdance.
Well, the truth is probably closer to this. So Flashdance was still the cultural imagination in 1984 was way the memory was way longer than it is now. Flashdance was still very fresh in everybody's mind. Everybody was still doing the pull the chain and the water comes down joke. Like everybody fucking spoofed that. They were doing that in like Saturday morning cartoons and shit.
Yep.
And then the seconds
Real
long
sexy cartoons.
the seconds long breakdance scene stuck out in everybody's memory. Orion had their own breakdance movie Beat Street in production, heavily inspired by the amazing hip hop documentary Style Wars. If that shit is, I think it is out of print. There was a really fucking good DVD that came out like almost 20 years ago. It was fucking,
Wasn't it Criterion?
It was not Criterion. I don't know. I can't remember who put it out. I had it and then I sold it. But it was a really,
You fool.
I'm a fucking idiot, aren't I? But yeah, it was extremely common for Canon to find out about such a project and rush their own version to the box office to hopefully cash in before the other movie could. They even did this with a documentary about themselves.
Yep.
When they did the documentary Electric Boogaloo, the untold story of Canon Films, they were contacted to be a part of it, and they went and they said no, and then they put their own documentary into production. I think it's
Go-Go Boys.
I think it's called Go-Go Boys.
Yep. It's not good.
I've never seen
was
it.
way better.
It's
extremely flattering.
I'm sure it is.
Unsurprisingly.
In the Electric Boogaloo one, what is Mark Hartley is the director of that one. I love his documentaries. Steve Railsback is in that one, just shitting on these guys. I think he was in like one of their movies, and he hates them that much.
Just sweat, just pouring.
So much sweat. He's so sweaty and frightened.
I think it's also worth pointing out that at this time, rap music is also kind of entering the mainstream a little bit.
Oh yeah, this is like the first time you're starting to hear Run DMC.
Run DMC. What's that fucking terrible Blondie song?
Oh, with
Fab Five Freddy.
Fab Five Freddy. Rapture.
Yeah.
The man from Mars, he's eating cars.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Debbie, stay in your lane.
And seriously.
I love you. Lady, I love you. Stay in your lane.
And so breakdancing, which is kind of sort of come and gone. But rap music, and I think more broadly, there's no neutral way to say this. I'm just going to we'll call it urban culture, I guess. We're starting to get more of a glimpse into that world of street culture, street fashions. You know, not in an exploitative way, but more like I guess it is a little bit exploitative.
Well, it kind of rides in on popular musicians and artists. Like we start to see it mostly through Madonna and Michael Jackson.
Yeah, it's a little bit of appropriation, I guess. And so we start to get a glimpse into that world, and white kids are, as always happens, white kids sort of grab onto it. And so I think it would be a little naive to say maybe that it wasn't that it was the driver of this, but this is one of the things that kind of makes all of that urban culture feel safer for white parents. Because this movie in particular, if you look at the cast of this movie, with the exception of the main, a couple of the main characters, it's all white kids. In what I'm going to guess Compton.
Well, it's all Venice. This is all shot around Venice.
Okay, so Southern California, it's like Los Angeles. So it's kind of odd. You would not find this much many white kids roll in with the crews of Los Angeles.
Yeah. So Breakin borrowed everything from the dancers to the music to the actual fucking dance club Radiotron from the Breakin' and Enterin' documentary, which is on YouTube. Fucking watch it. It's lo-fi as hell, but it's amazing. It's fucking amazing. It was produced and released months after the release of Breakin'. It should come as no surprise that this movie went into active production before the script was even finished.
Yep.
They came up with some dance numbers first, and then they shoehorned a story into it. Mm-hmm. What else do you need, though?
The people, so the two women who wrote this movie, they were originally supposed to write the first Breakin' movie, and they did. They wrote like a treatment, and Golden Globes looked at it and were like, "Nope, trash. Get me somebody else." God
damn! I wonder what that movie was about. It's probably about this.
Yeah, it's probably the same thing. Because I'm gonna go ahead and say they have not been very successful as writers.
I was like, oh my God, like two women wrote this. So I looked up to see what else they had written. Nothing. Not a thing. Now, Breakin' was produced and released in the first quarter of 1984. I think it was actually released in May. The sequel was immediately rushed into production, but had to wait for Lucinda Dickey's availability since he also rushed her into Ninja 3. This movie likely had a front-to-back production cycle of 3 months, if that.
Yeah, it came out in December.
Yeah. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. It was originally.
It kind of shows.
I suppose. But the thing is the scope of the movie is still quite big. Like, that moving room dance scene is, in my mind, actually really
yeah, but the
fucking
room
impressive.
was already set up. Like, it was set up to do the thing that it does.
They got it off of Nightmare on Elm Street, but the choreography of that, like to coordinate and shoot that on a Canon,
it looks
on
cool.
a Canon schedule, that they
already had. What I'm saying is they already had the mechanics there. The room is set up to do what it does. I'm sure someone came in but you're set. Wait, yes, you are. Because let me finish what I'm saying. The guy probably was like, here's how this room works. Here's how you film in this room. So it's not like they had to set up a whole scope, like how to figure it out. They just had to choreograph the dance, which they probably already did. And it's based on another dance routine by somebody else. So it's not like they created this whole new thing. They kind of funkied it up a little bit, but like the ability to do it was already there. They had someone who could show them how to shoot it. And they already had a dance routine to base it on. So it's not like they came up with it out of nowhere. It is still a very cool scene. But I think it gets a lot of attention when it's like, there are a lot of other people that made this happen that aren't getting any attention for it. Right. So it's not as cool as it seems. It's still cool, but it's not that cool.
Sure. Originally known as Breakdance, in order to evoke the popularity of the inspiring piece Flashdance, it was ultimately released as Breakin in America, but still Breakdance in Europe. That's why Ice-T keeps calling it Breakdance 2 in that trailer. And then, Rappin' released the following year with Mario Van Peebles. Was originally supposed to be Breakin' 3, but I think that the fucking writing was on the wall with that one. And all of this came together around. Did you know this? I did not know this. The whole story for the movie was actually based on like a real thing.
Vaguely, yeah. I think I read something like that.
Yeah. So all this came around a real Los Angeles cultural scene in MacArthur Park. Initially a punk rock space called Club Radio. It was later renamed to Radiotron when the Breakin' producers came along and just painted that name on the wall. So they changed the name of the place to keep it. All of the club scenes in the movie are the real Radiotron. All the dancers, artists, and musicians in the movie were pulled from that scene. And Ice-T was the MC there when he was coming up. And all the dancers ended up in the movie. Michael Jackson and Madonna both pulled talent from this space. Yeah. The guy who started the space, his name was Carmelo Alvarez. Just opened it up for in the daytime because it was like just a place for people to come and dance and shit, like a nightclub. Mm-hmm. He opened it up in the daytime for kids to come and learn and dance, just like in the movie, and it cost him nothing. It was free to just go there and like hang out and shit. It was like a community center. And as the movie was going into production, Radiotron, a safe space for kids to go and be creative, was an actual shithole with a lot of structural problems that they couldn't afford to fix it because they weren't bringing in any money. And real estate developers were buying up all the land in the neighborhood. The Radiotron kids did come together and try to stave off the inevitable by basically marching on City Hall.
Was this in 1980s?
1983. So like right around 84, 83, 84, like when this movie is coming together. And ultimately in 1985, the building was torn down and it was replaced with a shopping mall. Mm. So unfortunately, the guy with the fucked up teeth wins in real life. That's how it happens, anyways. Radiotron existed for 2 short years, but was central to the development of West Coast hip hop. And then let's do one last little note here. The whole thing, something 2 electric boogaloo. That is a linguistic phrase known as a snow clone.
Snow clone.
A snow clone. So if you say like, we're always doing that, like such and such 2 electric boogaloo. It's also like another example of this would be like X is the new Y. Yeah. The mother of all blah, blah, blah. Those are all
I see.
It's like cliche, that's it essentially. So yeah, what was the press ad on this one?
No, they didn't like it.
No shit.
Let me hit you with Janet Maslin of the New York Times. Breakin' 2 slights dramatic matters to concentrate exclusively on dancing. The movie contains so much of it that it's exhausting even to watch. It should be noted that the teen center could have been saved a lot sooner if everyone had spent less on the day-glow glad rags that constitute most of the costumes. When anyone in Breakin' 2 stops dancing, it's only to change clothes.
She sounds like Kelly's parents.
Well, I mean, she does have a point. This is Hank Gallo, New York Daily News. The graffiti is neatly displayed, the clothing in homes are funky yet tidy, and the language is straight out of Sunday school. In Breakin' 2, there's no such thing as ghetto suffering, which wouldn't be such a bad thing if the movie weren't set in a California ghetto. In fact, there's also are no such thing as plot, character development, or even reason to be.
Hey, come on.
Stuff.
That's a hard one. I mean, character development. Turbo overcomes the language barrier with the power of pitch.
I suppose that is true. This is the Patrick Goldstein, LA Times. What makes Breakin' 2 more than just an uplifting, escapist romp is the way its filmmakers use this flimsy, almost fairy tale plot to create a fresh, informal, and yet highly stylized musical adventure. In one particularly audacious scene, they even set a raucous dance number in a hospital hallway where everyone joins in the fun.
They can't resist the beat. Can't resist it.
And finally, Roger Ebert, Chicago Sun-Times.
Okay.
Movie musicals used to be allowed to be goofy and lightweight, but in recent years they've turned into ponderous, over-budgeted artifacts that take themselves so seriously, you feel guilty if you're having a good time.
This guy has not seen Xanadu, apparently.
Here's a movie that wants nothing more than to allow some high-spirited kids to sing and dance their way through a silly plot just long enough to make us grin. Electric Boogaloo is not a great movie, but it's inexhaustible, entertaining, and may turn out to be influential.
I mean, he gets it. Usually we're all up on this guy's ass, but he gets it.
Yeah, he's not wrong. I mean,
No.
it is influential in a way.
Did he star it?
He did. He gave it, I think, 3.5 or 4 stars.
Shut up. No,
He
he
loved
didn't.
it. Yeah, he
God,
loved it.
That's wild.
He thought it was fun.
And I mean, and he wasn't wrong. I mean, this movie is influential in a lot of weird ways. I mean, just not the way that I think he was expecting it to be.
Yeah, it's light. It is light on plot, which I think is generous. It is rich with color.
It is a colorful movie.
Yeah. It is a little exhausting in its dancing. I will give them that. I will say part of the problem might be that you have some people who are very good dancers, one central character who is very much not a good dancer, and I do at times think a lot of the cinematography is designed to hide the fact that she's not a very good dancer.
Oh no, it's always on. It's always on. If she's in this, if she's
A lot
in a
of close
shot,
shots.
If it's close shots or it's big wide group shots, so you lose her in the scene. You know, if they can't feature Ozone or Turbo.
And I think you get a lot of dance numbers that are probably a lot more simple than they otherwise would have been.
Yeah. So shall we do this?
Yeah, please do.
All right. We open on Kelly, Special K Bennett, coming off the stage after the final performance in a chorus line of some show.
Wait, is that her name?
Kelly Bennett.
Special K?
Special K. That they gave that to her in the first one. They use it like once in this movie.
Oh, I thought you were just giving her a name.
No. They actually.
I'm giving you a street name, Kelly.
Yep, Special K. She goes home to her dad's big ass mansion, driving her fancy rich girl car to hang with her shitty rich parents.
Her mom's okay.
Her mom's got a problem with those people.
Well, her mom says, at least she's not spending time with those street people. They refer to them as street people a lot.
A lot.
I don't think they mean it the way that we would mean it today. I mean, you wouldn't mean it today at all. It's not something you'd say, but...
So dad disapproves of this frivolous lifestyle of professional performance. Maybe now she'll take him up on his offer to enroll at Princeton and major in something more reasonable like, I don't know, business or some shit. And she's not hearing him, though. She's just taking a break. And then her dad reminds her of Derek, that promising young lawyer who wanted to marry her. Apparently, they were engaged or something.
I don't know.
It's
Later he refers to her as...
his fiance. It's apart from it's from the first movie. They're just bringing this shit back. So she doesn't seem to like him, or maybe he didn't know that they were engaged because the whole affair was arranged by Derek and her dad, maybe.
Well, Pin and Derek, he will be coming back next week.
Yeah. Her mom is just happy that she's not hanging out with those people still.
Straight people.
Street people. In her room, we're reminded via a poster on the wall of the last movie, the one that came out literally 7 months ago, where she danced with Ozone and Turbo in some whack shit called street jazz. And then she picks up a photo of the three of them, remembering the good times. Cut to a neighborhood in Venice where everything is covered in spray paint.
A funky and fun neighborhood.
I've been to Venice Beach. It is fucking amazing. It is a crazy, crazy place. Those people, put that in quotes, are out having a great time in the street. Turbo and Ozone clean up their shack in anticipation of Kelly's arrival.
Now, where do they live? Do they live
so
at Miracles?
Later on, I'm going to refer to this as a treehouse because I have no idea. I think that shack that you see them bringing like garbage out of is the place, the spinning room and shit.
So they live in the garage at Miracles.
Maybe. Or just out behind somebody's house.
Okay.
So she gets out and literally everyone in the neighborhood is just so happy to see her. Hey, Kelly's back.
That's like the end of The Wiz. When they all just dancing in the streets and stuff.
And they pull off their costumes and yeah. And is there some chemistry here between her and Ozone? Yes, there is. There's supposed to be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking me.
Yeah, the romantic entanglements of this movie are
confusing.
Are very confusing. They are characteristically canon, though. Like, you know, one person seems to be in a relationship with another person, though purely in their mind palace. Like the other person has no idea. This is going to happen a couple of times in this movie. Yeah, it turns out that Ozone has been teaching dance to the kids in the neighborhood. To illustrate this, along come some rapping youths to tell her in song about the local community center Miracles.
Yeah, we get some insight into Miracles. A home to teenage ruffians and breakdancers and boxers and mimes for some reason.
Enter the first musical number of the movie, Electric Boogaloo by Ollie and Jerry, who composed the big song from the first movie, There's No Stopping Us, which was a significant hit at the time, breaking the American top 10. It's a good song. This one, not so much, but it's still a banger. The entire neighborhood, mailmen, municipal workers, police, and old ladies included, bust out their best dance moves, and the crowd heads through the streets. Even the caddies on their hydraulics are bouncing to the beat. They arrive at a park where another completely unrelated group of locals are having another completely unrelated musical number. Turbo spots a lovely young Latin lady just dancing her ass off. And the TKO crew continues on their way through the streets, but they have to come back for Turbo because he is just taken with this girl.
Yeah.
At Miracles, a weird mime shows them around. There's a big dance group on the stage busting it out to Styling and Profiling by Firefox. They're really good.
Also, Miracles is insanely large building.
It's
really, like a small city hall.
It's pretty big. I'm not gonna lie. It's impressive because they got a dance. They got a dance floor. They got a stage. They got all this like dance studios. They also have a boxing gym. And
at one point, Kelly says, "Oh man, you have mirrors. This is great." You got a real low bar, Kelly.
Jesus Christ! I don't know. You fucking dance in like Paris and shit. You don't got mirrors? You must. Yeah, we meet Byron, who runs the place. This is where literally the entire neighborhood hangs out. I hope nothing happens to it. Also, the mime is played by Don Lewis, who also played one of the gentlemen in that Buffy episode, Hush. Yeah. They dance some more. As Ozone say, they get off. Mm-hmm. Along come some white people, and they're up to no good.
My note says, rich white, which right Republican alert? That's how you know they're the villains.
They're always up to no good. Mm-hmm. Guy with white hair and crazy teeth indicates that he wants this site, this building, and his lackey, a dude from the mayor's office, played by a Paul Lynde lookalike, is there to snivel and suck it up. Yeah, he looks like a guy from like the Match Game panel.
He is like a character actor.
He is. I recognize him as a character actor, but I looked him up. I don't think I've ever seen him in anything except for like, he's a background player in Spaceballs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Cause I was like, he has such a distinct appearance,
but apparently not.
Apparently not.
Apparently somebody else has that too.
He just looks like somebody else. Ozone tells Kelly about how this place came to be. Byron found it in a real state, apparently.
Yeah, and that's not how property works, Kelly. Just FYI.
He found it. This is like, what was was the one that we did with Stacy? Oh, in the Beyond with the hotel where the people came.
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
when she's like,
building.
they came with the property. And I was like, that's not a people work.
No. So the neighborhood came together to restore it, sort of, I guess. He tells her that she should teach while she's here between jobs. So now at
Is she going to do that? No.
she's gonna waver on this shit big time throughout the movie. She is 1 foot out the door the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So at the office, Paul, Lind, and Dr. Teeth look over the model of the building they're going to put up once they take care of that pesky community center. It's slick and modern and not a hint of spray paint. He wants that location, but the zoning commissioner has a soft spot for these community projects.
Yeah, she looks like Nancy Reagan.
She's a very nice lady, though.
Just very sympathetic to the cause.
Yeah. And we get another dance montage. The trio teach dance at Miracles, set to Din Dada by George Kranz. The song fucking rules. It's a real classic piece of electro. Everybody having a great time. Seems like the community really needs this community center. It would really suck if something bad happened to it.
I know. Your only other option is to join the Electros.
At the city office, Paul Lind is explaining the situation to the commissioner, who just loves the sound of Miracles. How inspiring. What do they do there? And then he explains that it's
mime work.
It's no big deal. It's just this go nowhere enterprise meant to keep kids off the street and teach them art and dance. You know, a total waste of time. No profit motive.
Sounds gay.
Oh, fucking. Also, the building is structurally unsound. It'll be a much better use of the property to tear it down, deprive the community, and sell it. Would a mall be better use of this space?
Maybe. What's in the mall? Also, I think they don't focus enough on the structurally unsound part of the story.
We have no reason to. Apparently, it's true. We have no reason to believe it, though. I mean, then again, looking at the place, holy shit. So we cut to Radiotron, the hottest club in town. Firefox perform a song all about Radiotron. And then Kelly shows up with Turbo and Ozone, and everybody, just so happy to see Kelly. Hey, Kelly's back, man. How long has she been gone?
White girl. She's the white girl. She's back.
Yeah. She does kind of stick out that way, doesn't she?
Well, that's how you notice her.
That is everybody except Rhonda. Who
like Rhonda.
might be Ozone's girlfriend. This is their relationship. Very confusing. And
It's
then
the 80s, you know?
I know. And then along comes some bad dudes, a crew called Electro Rock. While Ozone and the TKO crew were out teaching the kids at Miracles, they took over the neighborhood somehow. And then they rule the dance floor now. I guess they're
Literally, he says Electros rule the dance floor now, sucker.
I guess they're going to have to settle this with a dance battle. So now each side talks some shit, and then a scuffle breaks out.
Yeah, Ozone says, we're not going to waste any of our moves. And that starts a fight. And I wish more fights started that way.
They're so touchy. So the next day, Byron shows Ozone this jive letter he was sent. The city wants to condemn Miracles unless they can come up with $200,000 needed to fix it and bring it up to code. So they bring it over to the city office and talk to the commissioner. They need the money now, but she arranged for a 30-day grace period so they could raise some money. And that's a lot of money to raise in 1 month.
That's $200,000.
That's $200,000 $1984.
Yeah. So it's like $27 million today.
It's like $5 billion.
Yeah.
Good thing they're a bunch of motivated go-getters, though. Byron hands out buckets set to a song about getting money.
This is literally the plot of like 60% of the Hallmark movies.
I really wonder where the Save the Community Center trope came from, because
I think
could it have been this, because like so many movies and like TV shows have done this very thing.
Yeah, I think it's this.
And as reality has proven, it never works. So the kids are going to wash cars and sell lemonade, and by the end of the day, they raise $7,000. It's a lot of car washes and lemonade. How much did that lemonade cost?
$7 a glass. They sold 1,000 of them.
Unfortunately, it's not enough. They're going to need more than that to convince the zoning board to let them fix up the building. And then Turbo suggests that they put on a show. At lunch, Kelly's agent tells her about a gig she's up for. It's opening in Paris, and she is psyched. So much for Miracles. Fuck them kids. Kids.
He also says, Kelly, you've been spending too much time with, quote, those people.
Her agent fucking blows. Kelly has a real bad run with agents. In the last one, I think it was either a dance instructor or an agent was putting the moves on her. In this one, this guy has terrible boundaries.
But yeah, he's like hanging out with her dad.
It's fucking, she can't make a fucking move without this guy reporting back to her father.
Yeah, well, that's the 80s.
At the community center, Ozone, I wonder how old she's supposed to be in this.
Well, she's not in college, so
She's in her
college age.
in her 20s, I guess.
Yeah.
At the community center, Ozone is leading the kids to get ready for the big show. And along comes Rhonda wearing a hat with the top cut off so her hair can stick out the top. It is amazing.
Yeah, I like Rhonda.
Also, not a single complete piece of clothing in this movie. Every shirt is like cut off at the midriff. Yeah, like one
at best.
one pant leg, you know. So she's so happy that they're working together again. And then in walks Kelly with great news, and Rhonda withers and wanders away. And Kelly tells him about the Paris show. Understandably, he's not into it. Just then, a spray can is thrown through one of the windows. This can mean only one thing.
Dance off.
Electro rock. That's what they do, apparently. They just go and they vandalize buildings. And the Miracles crew chases them down the street. And they end up under a bridge where the Electro Rock crew wait. Their leader tells Ozone he's gone soft since he started teaching. Then Ozone takes her spray can, throws it on the ground.
Uh-oh.
It's because he means business.
Oh, it's a combat scene.
They fire up an Ice-T song written just for this movie about dance battles. And then they have a dance battle. And I'm not really sure how this fight is supposed to work, nor could I possibly tell you who is winning, but one side has nunchucks.
Yep. I mean, in the song, Ice-T says, at the end, there'll be no question who won, but I have a lot of questions.
So many
including who won.
They dance aggressively at each other. And I guess it looks like Electro Rock is winning. One of the guys laughs at Ozone, and he sets him straight by dancing all up in his face. Mm-hmm. As the song ends, Electro Rock retreats. I guess TKO Crew won.
It's a lot of flailing. A lot of jazz hands.
Everybody's like really, really like hard and serious.
Yeah.
I don't know. Over at Miracles, Dr. Teeth and some surveyors are taking notes and planning to tear the whole place down. They tell one of the Miracles kids what they're planning, and he goes and runs and gets Byron, who sees them off since they don't own the property yet and are putting the cart before the horse.
Except the guy says, Mr. Douglas says, he says to the surveyor, you get back to work. And then 2 seconds later, he says, let's get out of here. We've got enough.
Yeah. Dr. Teeth is played by a guy named Peter McLean. He did a lot of TV and was in the movie Squirm.
Oh, yeah.
So back at their place, Turbo is popping and locking in the mirror when in walks Rhonda to talk to Ozone.
She's dangerously jealous.
She needs to talk to him. It sounds like she's going to tell him she's pregnant or something. As it turns out, she's not. But also, it's not really clear what's going on here. Is he in love with Kelly or what? Is he into Rhonda or not? He says, because he doesn't seem to even be a little bit interested in her.
But Kelly is also pretty ambivalent. So
they're supposed to be a thing, but they're not.
When it's convenient.
I know. What does she want? She wants him to stay away from that girl, which is whack. Been entirely too long since we had a dance number, so Turbo runs over to the park to see the Latin lady dance some more.
Which I think is the same exact dance that they do at the beginning of the movie as well.
It's like they just kept them dancing and just like kept shooting the rest of the scenes.
They've just been there for 5 days doing the same dance.
Yeah, I was gonna say, from the looks of things, this is her job. She's just always there dancing with her crew. What a world.
Yeah. The park dancer.
Yeah. She calls him over and in Espanol tells him to dance with her. And he can't understand her, which is something because even I know what bailar conmigo means.
Also, she says, come on. So, you know, it's pretty indicative of what she wants.
So he asks some Horatio Sands looking guy what she said, and he tells him. Turbo goes back to his place to talk it out with Ozone about how to talk to a girl. And
this is where I got confused about where they live. It just looks like they live in like a cabin at a camp somewhere.
I know. It looks, that's why I call it the treehouse, because it's very,
I see what you mean.
Yeah. I can't tell what's better, this or in the basement of a church with the delivery boys.
Ooh, this.
Terrible things happen in
There's no unwanted touching in this.
Yeah. Ozone is psyched. He can't believe it. It's finally time to have the talk with young Turbo. He demonstrates how to get a girl's attention, which seems to involve walking past her looking like he's having a stroke.
Yeah, but you're skipping the obvious part of the scene. Why do they have a stuffed lady doll?
Here, because it facilitates the next dance scene. I have no idea why there is a Kelly doll.
Well, the implications of it make me uneasy.
Maybe the treehouse is worse than the basement. Yeah. So yeah, it's either walking past her looking like he's having stroke or as if you're a character drawn by Robert Crumb. And then he explains that you have to whisper sweet nothings to her. And then they demonstrate this on a life-size doll in the likeness of Kelly, which isn't a weird thing for two grown masked men to have in their weird treehouse.
Yeah, he's like, you have to compliment a lady, but he doesn't. He just takes the doll and starts dancing with it. So he's not complimenting her at all.
Yeah, he's just like, hey, baby, like your eyes are like, I like the shit. and then the music starts and they get going. So yeah, Turbo isn't cut out for this. So he needs to play for his strengths, like maybe dance at her or something. That's what I say. He seems to be pretty good at dancing, and she seems to like dancing too.
Well, and then by the end of this particular dance number, they end up tearing the doll apart.
Again,
The scene has a real Kenneth Anger kind of energy.
Ozone agrees with me. He dances with the doll, which sometimes turns into Kelly, and then it turns into Lucia, the girl from the park. So Turbo dances with her, and then she turns into Kelly.
Doesn't
I get the feeling that they're maybe pointing back to another movie musical that did something like this, maybe.
Okay.
Because like the last one has the whole broom scene that Fred Astaire did in Royal Wedding, and then they're going to do the dancing on the ceiling one that was from the same movie. Mm-hmm. So maybe they're pointing to something else. I don't fucking know. It's lost on me.
A classic Hollywood movie in which they tear a woman apart at the end of the dance scene.
After taking turns kissing it.
Mm-hmm. Please don't refer to women as it.
It's a doll. It is a doll. All right. We can't get too definite about this. At Kelly's audition, she wows the judges, or whatever the casting people are called. And then she leaves the place with her agent, who tells her that all she ever does is talk about Ozone.
She's like, all you used to talk about was your work. And my note is, well, what was her work? She was like a chorus girl.
Yeah.
How does she even have a manager?
Is she in love with him or what?
That's what you want to know, too.
Really good question, actually. At her parents' estate, her dad comes along and angrily asking Mom about this shit he just heard from Stanley, her agent, about Kelly dancing in Paris. Apparently that sucks too. First of all, Stanley, boundaries. She's a grown-ass woman. And then so help me God, he's going to settle this once and for all, he says. She's going to stop dancing doing this dance nonsense, and she's certainly going to stop all this business about hanging out with black people. And then
it's true.
And then they call her up and have her come over to dinner to set her straight.
And she thinks, for some reason, I'm going to invite my street people friends. My dad will love that.
My parents will love these guys. So Ozone and Kelly walk and talk. She wonders if her dad could help them out with miracles. Lady, bad chance there. Also, Ozone won't be taking any handouts. He earns his pay. So she invites him to come over to have dinner with him. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Also, Ozone, this isn't about you. This is about saving miracles. You aren't miracles.
So Kelly, Ozone, and Turbo go to dinner at the Manor. These people are super rich. How do you know this? The chamber music playing should tell you rich people love a harpsichord.
And the other guy they invited has a mid-Atlantic accent.
Oh my God, it is ridiculous. Also, get ready, shit's about to get pretty racist.
Yeah.
When the three arrived, Ozone is dressed like he's on break from the set of Cruising, and Turbo looks like he's going to lead a high school marching band, and they do these weird greeting handshakes with the maid.
Mm-hmm. Who seems into it.
Yeah, she loves him. She's probably of the street as well, you know?
Yeah, she's street people.
Yeah. And then the doorbell rings, and Kelly announces that it must be her father ringing the doorbell.
Who rings the doorbell?
At his own house? No, it's that shithead Derek, dressed like he's about to shut off the containment grid at the Ghostbusters headquarters.
And Derek is played by Greg from Chopping Mall.
Yes. Nice little tie into the next episode. Mm-hmm. And her mother introduces him as her fiancé, which is very confusing to me since Kelly doesn't seem to like this guy very much.
But she also, first of all, her mother says, Don't blame me. I didn't know. And then immediately says, your father thought it would be a good idea. So she did know.
This is a betrothal.
Which is just weird.
Old world rich people shit.
But also, they keep talking about how this is Kelly's fiance, and at no point does Kelly say, no, he isn't. So no wonder Ozone is like, what the fuck, lady? Because she's like, oh, I'm sorry he was so rude to you. And it's like, okay, but what about the part where he was your fiance?
That is a significant commitment.
Yeah. And then they all sit down to eat a big bowl of marinara sauce.
with octopi in it. Yeah. Along comes Kelly's dad. Turbo and Ozone put out their hands to shake his, but he leaves him hanging to suck up to Derek. And then they have dinner, and Turbo has some difficulty with the food because it's too fancy.
Well, it's a bowl of marinara sauce.
That's rich people food.
I guess so.
She went to Cordon Bleu to learn how to make a bowl of marinara. He feeds it to the cat, and then the conversation turns to miracles. And Kelly explains the situation, and Derek launches into a real you people situation.
He literally calls them those. He says those people.
Yeah.
And then her father uses the term you people and accuses them of spending all their money on drugs and cars. It's fucking insane.
Dad concludes that they're there for a handout and drops some more you people shit. And then he knows what you people do with money. You buy sneakers and drugs and fancy cars.
To each their own.
Yeah. It takes a village, really. Ozone gets pissed and then they leave. Out of the park, Kelly and Turbo talk about his situation with Lucia. Ozone's advice sucked, so he turns to Kelly, who tells him to be chill and act like himself, and then just say yes.
To what?
To what? I don't know. It's a nice little setup because we cut to the treehouse for a goddamn banger of a dance scene. Turbo and pops and locks all over the room, up and down the walls, on the ceiling to a song called I Don't Want to Come Down by a guy named Mark Scott. He used to be in a Motown group with the Miracles with Smokey Robinson. Mm-hmm. Who's super creepy these days.
Well, he's 100 years old.
He looks weird. I believe there's also allegations. Yeah. In walks Lucia as Turbo is coming down the wall, and she can't believe it. I wouldn't either if the dude was walking on the wall. I'd probably have a nervous breakdown.
She doesn't seem that surprised, though, which is a little bit weird.
They kiss, and then they dance together because dance breaks the language barrier. We cut to Radiotron for a performance by Ice-T, Africa, Islam, and Zulu Nation, dressed like they robbed Rob Halford's wardrobe.
Yeah, it is a wild leather harness that he has on.
In walks Ozone, and he goes right up to Strobe, leader of Electro Rock, to call a truce between their crews. If they tear down Miracles, there goes the neighborhood. They'll be gentrified out of existence. We need your juice, Strobe. Strobe isn't interested, though. And then truly, this is their darkest hour, and the music reflects this. The crew on stage is literally beating up their synthesizers. Ice-T takes a knife to their records. In walks Kelly, completely fucking tone deaf. They offered her the part in the Paris dance thing, it turns out, so she's out of here. Isn't that great, Ozone?
Also, Ozone is like, look, you're engaged to be married. You just took a job and you're leaving, I don't know, tomorrow or some shit. And she's like, why are you so mean to me?
Lady, read the room.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ozone tells her that he can't choose for her. As a matter of fact, she can't be laying this jive on him right now because he can't hang.
I get it.
So she leaves and runs into Rhonda and her crew of jackals who tell her to beat it and stay gone. And this is all over Ozone. And I swear, everyone in this movie just having one-sided relationships entirely in their heads. Because Ozone... he's not into Rhonda either, and I get it. She's a little much.
Yeah, she's a little obsessed.
Nice hats, though. Kelly goes to the nearest payphone and calls her agent to tell him that she's in. So she and her mom go on a rich lady shopping spree, and she's so excited for her daughter, but Kelly spots some dudes breakdancing in the street, and her mom catches the glance, and she tells her that she'll forget all about those people as soon as she gets to Paris. Back at Miracles, Ozone is getting the place hyped for the big show, dancing on the roof and mugging for the camera. They all go dancing into the streets of Venice once again, straight up to City Hall for their hearing. And then they bust in on the hearing as Paul Lynde is delivering his statements about how it's good and natural to tear down the community center that, for all we can see, is doing a lot of good for the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's part of Project 2025. It's on the back.
Ozone and Byron give a rousing speech, but it's just not good enough. The city is going to turn it over to Dr. Teeth and Paul Lind, and they have 2 weeks to get out of the building. And then Ozone swears to stop Dr. Teeth with or without the city. Over at Miracles, the demolition crew is getting set up, and all the kids are fucking with them. Turbo gets up and steals a case of the equipment, or maybe it's a lunchbox, who can say. He goes off.
The lunchbox, because he says, I got your lunch, and you can't have it.
It doesn't look like a lunchbox, though.
That's what he says.
Yeah, that's what he says. I'm going to go with Turbo on this one.
Oh, my fucking business what this guy carries his lunch in.
The crew guys go chasing him out into the neighborhood, and he comes to some steps and trips, sending a very obvious stuntman reeling. And then he's hurt, and it's bad. So Ozone goes over to Kelly's place where she's packing up her shit with her agent. And he tells
How does Kelly afford this apartment? Because I thought this was her parents' house.
She's got a probably a pretty healthy trust fund. Yeah. You know how rich girls be.
I don't.
I don't either. I just know about them from the songs by the Chainsmokers. He tells her that Turbo is hurt, so she goes to split and see him, and her agent is horrified. Her father is going to hear about this. In the hospital, Turbo is unconscious in bed with his leg and arm in a big old cast. Lucia kisses him and wakes up. And he wakes up super hungry since it's been too long.
I'm sorry, you're skipping the fact where she comes out of the fucking closet for no reason. And everyone's really confused. And there's a little kid who goes, maybe she lives in there. But it still doesn't answer the question. What is she doing in there?
Maybe she lives in there.
Well, so as good an explanation as anything, I suppose.
Lucia kisses him and he wakes up super hungry. And since it's been too long since we've had a dance scene, everybody grabs some medical equipment and pretends to be doctoring on Turbo for a song called When I See You by Ollie and Jerry. It's another jam. I like this one quite a bit. They dance through the hospital, wheeling Turbo's bed with them, blessing the staff and patients with the gift of breakdance. And if their moves weren't hot enough already, they seemingly cure patients in wheelchairs who also get up and dance. It's like a faith healing ministry in there. And then Rick James' Mary Jane girls come in 60 nurse outfits to dance to. And the whole place is jumping. And the head nurse is like, hey, but not even she can resist the boogie. And then a patient dies on the table, and the sexy nurses come along and tempt the surgeons away. It's so hot that it even brings the patient back to life. Back at Kelly's place, she and Ozone are eating pizza with his shirt off. It walks her dad to give her shit about hanging out with black people again.
Yes. At this point, he's not even trying to hide it.
Her weird agent called her dad to rat her out. If she doesn't fire him, I'll fucking scream. That guy sucks. Her dad says that he'll save Miracles on the condition that she stays out of Venice and goes to Princeton to major in rich people stuff.
That's a fucking sweet deal.
It is a pretty sweet deal. There's not a whole lot of commitment going on here. She seems like she is ready to go at a fucking moment's notice.
Someone's paying for you to go to Princeton, and he's going to pay for all the renovations. Take the bullet, such as it is.
Ozone, he's a proud man, though.
Again, Ozone, it's not really about you.
He talks her out of it. They need Kelly for some reason. Her dad,
I'm not quite sure why. She's not a very good dancer.
I bet you Byron would.
They're not in a relationship.
If she went back to Byron and was like, listen, my dad came by and was going to give me the entire $200,000 and Ozone told him to fuck off, Byron would piss. Byron would kick the shit out of Ozone.
Like, I guess we have to have Ozone killed then.
And then her dad gets angry at this. Miracles is one of those public projects that takes good money and throws it down the toilet like a daycare center for Somali children.
Well, they are stealing.
At the hospital.
And she says, Dad, you're being racist. And I wrote, Kelly, your father's not being, or no, you're being negative. And I was like, no, he's being racist. Kelly. He's being racist, just what he's being. Those are different things.
At the hospital, Turbo is trying to talk Lucia into smuggling out of the hospital. It's pretty obvious to all parties that this girl doesn't speak a word of Spanish.
Yeah, no, she is a big offensive 80s stereotype because it's not just that she's Latina and supposedly doesn't speak English, which is incredibly difficult to believe. She's also presented as though she doesn't understand anything at all. She's like a baby. Yeah, she's like I wrote she's like a Teletubby who can only fawn and say por favor.
She's like a Pokemon. She just can say her own name.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, according to interviews with Furstenberg, Sabrina Garcia, who's the actress who plays Lucia, she was bilingual, but her voice was very
She was too soft.
It was very soft and hushed, and it didn't come through on the audio track, so they had somebody fucking ADR her, and that's why
Okay, could they have her ADR the fucking lines then? Or
at one point, the lady goes, like, hey, we need to hire more English-speaking people here, because she says like something like, me no English, and I'm like, that is not how you say that.
no. But also, at the time, she is wheeling a hospital cart like full of laundry, but she's also wearing like a hospital gown. Why would she be wearing a hospital gown if she works there?
I don't know. It's a canon movie. She helps Turbo escape in some contrived prison escape plot when Turbo could very literally just leave on his own with some AMA discharge papers. On the way out, they run into the head nurse who speaks with Lucia and then complains that nobody in the hospital speaks English anymore. So Kelly arrives at Miracles with a stack of pizzas. Everybody's getting ready, the stage ready for the show. Rhonda shows up to give her shit again, and they scuffle, sending a bunch of perfectly good pizzas sailing through the air.
I also wrote a note about pizza.
Why they don't just have a dance-off is anybody's guess. And then here comes some bulldozers, so they power up the music and jive in front of them to stop their approach. But here comes Dr. Teeth, who commands the driver to push forward and run these poor kids over. It's not looking good. But here comes Turbo in his hospital gown. He jumps in front of the bulldozer to stop it, throwing yet another perfectly good pizza at the driver. And the driver stops. Dr. Teeth is like, what the hell, man? Kill that kid, will you? And unwilling to murder a teenager for a shopping mall, the drivers leave. And the kids triumphantly lift Turbo over their heads.
He didn't even ask what was going to be in the shopping mall.
It's going to be a Hot Topic and a Mrs. Fields cookies and an American Eagle, probably a Burger King, maybe a Taco Bell. Video car, Aladdin's Castle, probably.
I like cookies are good.
I like cookies. Maybe a candy place. Definitely a Macy's or a Sears. You gotta have at least one, maybe both. Now, a news van shows up to capture the excitement. Here's Howard from the Channel 3 News. They bring over Paul Lind to answer some questions. They put his feet to the fire and ask if the city is working against Miracles. And he tells them that it's all a big misunderstanding and that the center will not be torn down. If only it were that easy.
Yeah. And then the other guy comes over and he's like, I'm going to donate $10,000. It's like, dude, you were like 30 seconds away from killing a teenager just moments ago.
He was caught in the act. Can't fucking murder anybody now. He's got to give them money to buy their silence. And they bring over Dr. Teeth and ask him what he's planning on doing. And he explains that they're backing down from the project and that they're making a big donation. Byron's shaking him down on TV for $10,000. Meanwhile, everybody cuts Turbo's casts off. They've been on for a few hours. I'm sure he'll be fine to dance.
Yeah, I noticed that inconsistency. I was like, that's not how bones work.
Showtime. The TKO crew comes out for another big number to Din Dada again.
They're all dressed like Rerun from Good Times.
That was the Lockers outfit.
Weird choice.
I know. It was like the black with the berets. That's why they're all wearing berets all the time. Good thing that's such a great song. At home, her parents are watching TV for some reason on a little portable, and they see Kelly on it. And for some reason, they can't believe Kelly's there, even though she's been sticking to her guns about Miracles pretty much since the movie started. Crowd goes nuts. They bring out Ice-T for some raps to raise all the money they still need. We get more,
but not really. He's only out there for like 30 seconds.
That's all they can afford.
Like, is that the whole song?
We get more dancers. A little kid impersonating Michael Jackson, which will be dangerous in a few years. There's also a breakdancing bird.
Chicken.
Yep. There's a guy swinging that thing around on a string and like hopping his body over it.
Let's skip it.
Yeah. Let's skip it. That's what it was. At home, Kelly's parents are moved by the power of dance to stop being such racists.
But where is this money coming? Is it a telethon? What's happening?
Apparently. Those kids, they really do fight for what they believe in. Her mom says that's what they always taught her to do, but I have a real hard time believing that since they put her in an arranged marriage and have her agent ratting her out at every turn.
Yeah, gotta trust her.
And for the last big dance number, they bring Electro Rock out, who has also had a change of heart, and they dance it out together. And then the big finish hits, and Kelly's parents walk up to the stage to tell her that they're proud of her, even without Princeton, and they sign a big-ass check that puts Miracles over their goal. And then we outro to a triumphant ripoff of the Irene Cara hit What a Feeling. The song is called I Believe in the Beat by Carolyn Towns. And they have defeated the man through the irresistible power of breakdance. We roll credits on.
It's a remarkably 80s film.
Yeah. Yeah. This movie could not have been made in the 90s, way too cynical, could not have been made in the 70s, way too fucking cynical.
Could not have been made by Americans.
Could only be made by Israelis.
Weirdly not cynical.
No, I love it. I love this movie. It's so dumb. It is so dumb. It is a delirious. It is in the same way that like X-Ray hits me in the way that it's like, I know I'm watching a movie, but I feel like this person's never seen a movie before. It's kind of
X-Ray is a completely unhinged movie. This one has a thread. It just doesn't have much of a plot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They rushed it, and it's still a lot of fun. Yeah. They gave it a significantly bigger budget than the last one, which is not usually how those things work. And it didn't even bring in as much money as the last one did.
Really?
Yeah, Breakdance was over by December of 1984.
Well,
Good
things never stay.
We were on to the Electric Slide, maybe?
Ugh.
Macarena?
It's all downhill from here. Literally.
Yeah. Fun movie. Super fun movie. I love it. Yeah.
All right.
No closing thoughts?
Not really. I mean, it's just like a super 80s movie.
All right. Well, with that done, out of the way, where are we off to next?
What's next week? Bring Me the Axe, coming back. Chopping Mall. I like that movie a lot. It's real fun. It's got robots.
Robots.
It's got Paul Bartel very briefly being a racist. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Then in 2 weeks, 99 Cent Rental coming back. I think we're doing Giallo January.
Yep.
Gonna watch What Have You Done to Solange, which is a deeply disturbing film.
Looking forward to it. It's an intense one.
Yeah, it's a good one. One of my favorite Giallo films.
Yeah. It's got Fabio Testi.
Does have Fabio Testi.
I love that guy. So handsome it'll make you angry.
And now he owns like a bakery or something now. He owns something weird now.
He had no passion for acting. Baking? No. Definitely. He was recently in that movie, it's on Shudder, called Reflections in a Dead Diamond, I think it's called.
A fucking terrible name.
It's kind of like a new like Euro spy throwback.
Okay. Well,
I saw some of it. It's not bad.
The syllable count makes sense, at least.
Right. Anyway, that was Breakin' 2. Be back here in a week for Choppin' Mall. And then be back in 2 for What Have You Done to Solange.